Hi there, this is Mr. Wertz. Thank you for tuning in to go over our notes on the water cycle. Please remember to use your white fill-in-the-blank note sheet. As you go through the notes, fill in the blanks like we've always done, and good luck. The water cycle describes the continuous movement of water on, above, and below the surface of the earth. It's also called the hydrologic cycle. Hydro in Latin means water. The amount of water on Earth remains constant, the same, but it is constantly or continually changing forms through each step of the water cycle. Actually, there is much more water being stored in the cycle that is not being used than there is moving through the cycle at any given time. The water cycle actually has no beginning or end. It's a continuous process. Water naturally exists on Earth in all three states. As a solid, examples are hail, snow, or ice. As a liquid, examples are rain, found in the lakes and the oceans. And as a gas, examples include in the air or the atmosphere. And let's go over the basic steps of the water cycle. Remember, this is a continuous process, so it really doesn't start at any one point. It's always moving, always ongoing. We'll start with condensation. This is the changing of a gas to a liquid, or water vapor to water. As water vapor rises and cools, clouds form. Clouds become visible when the water molecules combine with other water molecules and tiny particles form cloud droplets. Next is precipitation. This is the process by which water molecules condense to form drops heavy enough to fall to the Earth's surface. And as a result, gravity pulls the water droplets to Earth. Once again, that is precipitation. Another word I'd like you to know is deposition. Once again, it's called deposition. It is a type of precipitation in which water vapor in the clouds changes directly to a solid. It can be in the form of snow, freezing rain, hail, or kind of a slushy rain. And even frost is considered deposition. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of this deposition that we've had. I'm ready for spring and regular precipitation. Next we have infiltration. This occurs when precipitation remains in the shallow soil layer, then moves through the soil and the subsurface. You can see as water soaks through the porous holes of the soil, it eventually will tap into or lead into groundwater. We also have what's called surface runoff. This occurs when no more water can be absorbed into the ground and gravity pulls it downhill. We say that the ground is saturated or has no other place for the water to go. So gravity takes it downward in any direction, and often water flows over the land and forms rivers. Rivers then usually flow into the ocean, and the water cycle continues from there. Now let's look at two terms where the sun plays an important role, or solar radiation, in getting that water vapor up into the atmosphere. They're called evaporation and transpiration, and they are similar. They're both processes in which water is changed into water vapor, so liquid water into a gas. Let's first look at evaporation, which we're a little more familiar with. Any liquid water from lakes, oceans, or other bodies of water is heated by the sun until it turns into a gas, which is called water vapor. Then it's released into the atmosphere. Next we have transpiration. This involves plants, and it's the process by which water is carried through plants after precipitation falls. Water is absorbed into the roots, travels through the stems, and then to the leaves, where it changes to water vapor and is released to the atmosphere. And I think you guys remember the process that occurs when plants go through this. It's called photosynthesis. Well, we always look at oxygen being so important to be released in the atmosphere, but water vapor is another byproduct of photosynthesis that's also important for the water cycle to continue. This water vapor is one of the products of photosynthesis, like I said. You can see that in that diagram.
I rise to the sky from the sea below. Then down to the ground as rain and snow.
I represent the movement of water, that's my purpose. Whether on, above or below the earth's surface. In the continuous cycle, my work's never done, cause I'm driven by energy from the sun. I travel through the sea, through the air, through the ground. You could say that water really gets around, but in fact most water's just chilling in the oceans. Only a small fraction is really in motion at any given time, but yo, that's the way it goes. When we're studying the voyages of H2O, in the cycle water changes states at various places, of 3 states being ice, liquid, and water vapor. But this cycle strays from the norm, cause through the process water still keeps the same structural form. While other cycles involve chemical change, water may change states but its structure stays the same. Rise to the sky from the sea below, then down to the ground as rain and snow. I keep it moving, moving, cause I'm the water cycle. Moving, moving, cause I'm the water cycle. Rise to the sky from the sea below, then down to the ground as rain and snow. I keep it moving, moving, cause I'm the water cycle. Moving, moving, cause I'm the water cycle. So when water transforms from liquid to gas and rises up into the atmosphere, that's evaporation. A process made possible by energy from the sun, also known as solar radiation. And when there's water vapor in the sky reforms into liquid water droplets, that's condensation. And when this water falls back down to the earth as rain, snow, hail, or sleet, that's precipitation. Plants have their own type of evaporation through their stomata, which is called transpiration. So collectively the term used for transpiration plus all other evaporation is evapotranspiration. 2 more terms to add to your collection. The movement of water through the air is advection. And speaking of keeping it moving, understand that runoff is water flowing across the lands. I rise to the sky from the sea below, then down to the ground as rain and snow. I keep it moving, moving, cause I'm the water cycle. Moving, moving, cause I'm the water cycle. Rise to the sky from the sea below, then down to the ground as rain and snow. I keep it moving, moving, cause I'm the water cycle. Moving, moving, cause I'm the water cycle.
Hey everyone, hope you liked that video reviewing the water cycle, and I hope you got a chance to fill in all the notes on your fill in the blanks page. Please right now go back to Schoology to your tests and assignments link, and there is a short 12-question assignment as a review over the water cycle. Good luck!